The Champions League is back. We now know the groups and, of course, the clubs that make up the groups for this year's competition. In this video, we're going to predict my early door outcomes, my predictions for Group E. Just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button back to all things Champions League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Over the next few days, of course, we're going to preview each and every one of the groups in all the European competitions. And of course, in this video, we're going to take a look at the Champions League. That's right. We're going to predict who I think will make it through as group winners and who will join them as runners-up. We'll get into it. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right then, boys and girls, let's take a little look then at Group E, of course, in this year's Champions League. That's right, here are the clubs coming at you in all their gloria. Final coming at you from the Eredivisie. We have La Liga's very own Atletico, Lazio, of course, from Italy, and Celtic, of course, the champions of Scotland. Those are the groups. These are the games. That's right, and we're going to jump in the deep end and explore them one by one. Quick fire as well, trying to get these done and dusted very soon. So, of course, match number 1 does start on the 19th of September, and, of course, concludes match number 6 on the 30th of December as we build up for Christmas. That's right, of course. Who will be celebrating at the end of it? Well, this group is tough to call. I'm going to tell you that right here, right now. We're going to start with the opening day with, of course, over in Rome as Lazio host Atletico. And again, just before you jump into it, quick first take. When you look at this, you think Atletico, you think Lazio, but let's not rule out the Dutchies on this one. I think Celtic, unfortunately, under the regime that they currently have, I think could be a bit of a whipping, boys. Over in Group E. So let's get into it, of course, and it is Lazio, it is Atletico, it is Rome. It's a 2-1 win, away day win for Atletico, of course. I think they just might be too strong in this group compared to everybody else. So 2-1 win for them, opening up with a fantastic away days. Meanwhile, Feyenoord hosting Celtic over in the Dutchlands, that's right. And I do think Ada Bleda on the Shader final with a big 2-0 win to put themselves in a little bit of a comfortable position heading into match number 2. Meanwhile, the 2 winners of the first games will lock horns in match number 2 on the 4th of October, and it will be a 3-1 win for Atletico, put them way up front in command as we head into the halfway stage, which of course will be match number 3. Celtic holding Lazio. Can Celtic get themselves off to at least a win? But unfortunately, I cannot see it. 1-1 draw in my eyes. First point in the bag, though, of course, and that's just 1 more point better than Lazio at this stage. So right here, right now, Lazio, bottom of the pile, if you could do your maths, just like me with Atletico, perfect. And of course, Feyenoord in second spot at the minute. Meanwhile, Feyenoord will host Lazio in Dutchlands, of course. Lazio has not started great over in Serie A, according to my eyes. As of recording, the Dutchies, of course, Feyenoord will be powerhouses in their domestic league year in, year out. They'll win this one as well. 2-1 win for them. They've got to win the home games, and of course, so far, so good. 2 for 2 over in the Nederlanden. Meanwhile, Celtic against Atletico, back-to-back home games for Celtic. Of course, they picked up a draw last time around. They'll lose this one, which of course will put them in disarray heading into the halfway stage. 2-0 win for Atletico, and of course that makes it 3 wins on 3. They're already on the beach. They're already prepping. They're wrapping up their Christmas presents. They're getting ready for those knockout stages. They will take on Celtic over in Madrid in Spain in match number 4 as we break the back of it here on the 7th of November. And it'll be another comfortable win for Atletico. 3-1 win in the end. 4 wins out of 4. Easy street, that's what they're saying. Easy bloody street, that's right. Celtic free falling out of this one, and not even probably even consideration for, of course, the Europa League. Actually, a quick look down there. Spoiler: it could be very tight between first and second. It looks like. It can be goal difference. So spoiler, so a little sneak peek. Meanwhile, Lazio hosts Feyenoord. It will be a 2-1 win for Lazio there, of course. A bit of a revenge from the last time around, of course, in the Dutchlands. So big win for them on match number 4 to put themselves right back in the mix. And meanwhile, Lazio will host Celtic in Roma on match number 5. Celtic tumbling out of this one. Can't really give a shit. Probably playing the reserves right now because they're completely out of it. 2-0 win for Lazio, 28th of November. No problems. Lazio getting back in the thick of things and again making that home form massive for them. Feyenoord hosting Atletico Madrid. It will be a draw here. Big draw for Atletico, for Feyenoord. Again, unbeaten at home. They'll complete the home set there, yet to taste defeat. Of course, we're leaving up a tasty away game against Celtic, which, of course, is winnable to put themselves in the mixer as well. Atletico will host Lazio on that final day. It will be, of course, over in Madrid on the 30th of December. And, of course, Madrid already there. Will Lazio be able to join them at the minute? No. 3-1 loss to Atletico puts this group completely on its side. And we don't know which way it's going to go. Celtic hosting Feyenoord. Feyenoord in Scotland. It will be a 1-0 win for Celtic. So the two teams in the mixer there, trying to get themselves out of this group as second place team, you would imagine. Lazio final losing on final day. Goodness gracious me. So what does that do? Well, let's have a quick look at the bookies before we go into my reveal here. We've got Group E. The bookies' favourites are 13-8 on as your Athletic Red Hot favourites. 10-3 is your Lazio. 5-1 is your Feyenoord. 9-1 is your Celtic. I think under Ange, it would have been a different story for Celtic. I think under Rodgers, I think it's a little bit shitty right now. I am going to go with Celtic bottom of the pops here, surely. 4 points on the board. Joining them in third, this is the difficult one. It will be Feyenoord. It will be level on points. The goal difference is -1 each. It is a coin flip between the two sides. Lazio in second in my eyes, but of course running away with it is, of course, Atletico, flexing their muscle, 16 points on the docket. And of course, comfortably through. But that second spot, Lazio, Feyenoord, they've given it to Lazio in this calculation, but let me know your thoughts down below. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Do you agree or do you disagree with my predictions for the Champions League group? Of course, let me know down below, and of course, make sure you stick around for the channel, your one-stop shop for Champions League. Make sure you smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. We're going to be there each and every match day, of course, predicting them with our own interactive prediction league. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but of course, there are many, many options out there, so we'll take a look at them, and of course, I want you to be part of it. They're going to be free, so don't worry about it. We'll figure it out one way or another, but of course, make sure you let me know down below who you think will come through this group right here, right now. But until then, subscribe, thumbs up, and of course, I'll catch you later for the actual match days. Until then, we're done.